What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Matthew and Carlene channel. Today we're going over a TikTok video that is pretty much cut and dry evidence that the higher the woman's standards are, the higher her level of codependency is on men. It really is. Like, that is literally an indicator. Her woman's standards is in fact an indicator of her level of codependency on men. It literally is. After all, what do you think standards have been utilized for since the day they first came up? Am I right? Yeah. Now, I'll hold my comments at the very end of this video and let you guys see it. Okay?
Turn off in guys?
Probably when they don't work out, go to the
really?
gym and stuff, yeah.
White men.
So what do you guys prefer in a guy?
Really rich,
Really black.
at least 6'5".
6'5"?
Yeah,
She's 6'5". He's got to be taller, you know?
you know? Yeah, just lots of money, really. Yeah.
Like a yacht and stuff?
Yeah. That kind of thing. Can buy me fancy things, take me on trips, pay my rent.
Between men or women, who has a harder life?
Absolutely women.
Why?
We bleed for a week a month. We are
We're sexualized everywhere we go.
Get like catcalled?
Yeah.
Absolutely. The parking lot attendant tried to steal me before.
Not me.
Anyone try to steal you today?
We can.
We can.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
I got like 20 girlfriends back at the crib.
Oh, shit.
What's
Yeah.
22 then?
I'm okay.
Alright, a lot to break down here. But yeah, notice how they want a man who works out. Yeah, a man who probably has six-pack abs. Yeah, the reason for that is because if you probably noticed, they clearly have a severe loss to morbid obesity to the point where, hey, it's completely deformed them. They clearly do not have the ability to physically take care of themselves. So they want a man to pick up that slack for them. Notice how they also say they want the man to have lots and lots of money, like probably six figures, wants to be able to afford a diamond ring. Yeah, well, if you notice how they also say they want the man to pay their rent, it's kind of obvious. These women just don't know how to manage their own finances. They really do not. They really don't. Also, notice how when the guy asks, like, hey, who has it harder, men or women? The only thing that she could state there that prove her point that women have it harder is a biological component that nobody can do anything about because we cannot fight biology. We can only work with biology. And notice how she keeps saying, hey, we're sexualized, like we keep getting catcalled. Yeah, I hate to break it to any feminists who might be watching this, but catcalling is not a real legal term. Like, it's not an actual real form of sexual harassment. It's not. The reason why I'm saying this is because catcalling, last time I checked, the definition for that is making a comment or gesture towards an individual's physical features. Well, I hate to break this to you guys, but that is way too overly broad of a statement. It's very heavily reliant on personal point of view, which is not admissible in a court of law. It really is not. Yeah, it also creates a direct conflict with the constitutional right to freedom of speech. It is. Which, by the way, as a guy, I for one would not support that, regardless. Would not support putting limitations on freedom of speech, regardless of whether or not what you have in your pants. I really would not support that because, hey, if you take freedom of speech away, how else can we resolve issues with each other? Like, how else? Last time I checked, hey, when an impasse happens, an impasse is where both parties refuse to compromise. Hey, physical force is what prevails in the end. It literally does. Huh. Was there having a bit of a thunderstorm outside? Huh. Hurricane season in Florida. What can you do? But yeah. Men, on the other hand, let's be honest here. We do have harder lives than women here in the West. It's a lot easier to be a woman here in the West than it is to be a man. And I'm saying that because, let's face it, if you look at the current infrastructure system, you actually take a good look at it. Look at how the majority of your buildings are built by men. The majority, your roads are paved by men. Your sewers are managed by men. If men literally were to go, if the entire male workforce were to go on strike for like a day, just one day, women like this, and I strongly believe women like this who are proud participants of feminist movements would be forced to clean up that mess for two or three decades. And the reason why I say women who participate in the feminist movement will be responsible for cleaning that mess up is because that's who everyone's going to be holding accountable for that mess. That's literally what it is. Yeah. Also, when it comes to men, let's be honest here. The majority of people who come back from the war in body bags with their limbs shot off, those are men. They really are. The majority of the people who died in the Titanic who were deleted in the sinking of the Titanic were in fact the men who freely offered their lives and accepted their deletion with dignity so the women could move on. Like, why do you think we have some things like women and children go first instead of men and women go first? Like, why? The issue is a lot of these women, a lot of feminists here in the West, the women who participate in the feminist movement, is that men are sick and tired of it. Like, men are starting to ask the question, hey, we did all this stuff for you ladies. We gave you ladies everything, and this is how we could think in the end? This is a bad deal. It really is. So we're not going to do it anymore. We're not. We'll go MGTOW. We'll become passport bros and get ourselves a wife from overseas. I know I did. Because we're just not going to do this anymore. No. There's no point in us throwing our lives away trying to please people who just cannot be pleased.